Well, hello and good morning. I am here at Ravenglass train station on the Cumbrian coastal line, but it's not the big trains I'm here to see, it's something else. This is why I'm here, the Ravenglass and Eskdale Railway, known locally as the Ratty. The Ravenglass and Eskdale Railway was built in 1873 and commercially opened in 1875. Originally it was a 3-foot gauge and built to transport iron ore from Boot down to the main line at Ravenglass. However, due to diminishing quantities of iron ore, it fell into disrepair and was closed in 1913. It reopened, however, 2 years later in 1915 as the 15-inch gauge railway we know today. The La'al Ratty, which is Cumbrian by the way, for little railway, runs between Ravenglass on the Cumbrian coast along a 7-mile track to Dalegarth station for the village of Boot. There are 7 request stops en route and the trains run daily March to October and open again for the Santa specials in November and December. The line runs a mix of steam and diesel locomotives. The engine for today's journey is the River Esk, purpose-built for this railway in 1923 and only just returned to service following a major overhaul. Right on time, the guard gives his signal and we're steaming off into the Cumbrian fells. One thing I will say, if you wanted to go on a nice day like I did, make sure you get there nice and early if you want one of the outside seats. I was there about 30 minutes before the train departed, and by about 20 minutes to go, all of the outdoor seats had been taken. So do get there nice and early if you want to sit outside and it's a nice day. "45 minutes after leaving Ravenglass and we're pulling into Dalegarth station. So this is Dalegarth station. Before we wander off up to Boot, let's go and have a look inside. So we've got a cafe, and round here is the gift shop. Inside the gift shop, a number of Lake District and railway inspired souvenirs and gifts. Outside, some outdoor seating areas for the cafe, and down by the car park is a kids play area. On the wall of the station there are some guided walks that you can take in and around the area.
Bring my bag because it's not bringing me in.
So we're heading on a walk from Dalegarth station up to the village of Boot. Come out of the station, take a left and walk up the road. As you walk from the station, it is the road that you're actually walking on, so you do have to watch out for cars, but it's a very quiet road, and generally, as you'll find, as you can see here, there's far too many people walking along the road for cars to be coming down here too quickly, so you should be okay. After about 200 yards you'll get to the Brookhouse Inn if you want to stop for some refreshment or a bite to eat. But if you want to head to Boot, you just need to take a left just after the Brookhouse Inn, just down here. About another 100 yards up the road and here we are in the village of Boot. Coming up on the left hand side is the Boot Inn, which is another nice pub. Lots of outdoor seating for a lovely day like today, bar meals and drinks and all the usual stuff you'd find in a pub. Further into Boot is a little shop which sells the ice cream and some drinks and little souvenirs. And if you keep on walking you get to Eskdale Mill, which is an old water mill which opens seasonally, and you can wander in and wander around and have a look at the old mill. So me and Amy have decided to take a little tour of the water mill. It costs £6.60 with gift aid, £4.40 for an adult and £2.20 for Amy, and she's got a book with her to do some brass rubbings on the way around, but she can't find it. I found it. There it is on there, look. Is that the fire for the drying room?
You found them all now?
I think so. Yeah, we've got that one, thank you. What's that one say? The bakehouse. So we're going to the bakehouse next. Let's keep going.
There's an arrow down there.
Right, okay, we'll just go this way then. Let's go down this way. This is the bakehouse where the miller made flatbread or oat cakes. from ground flour and meal. So is oatcakes on your list? What's it? What's it? Haverbread. Have you got that on your list? Yeah. So this looks like we're walking round to the water wheel, are we? Yep, there's the water wheel. Got 2 water wheels. 3, there's one over there. That one's not turning now. What are you looking for? A rubbing? They've been swimming. People have been swimming down there. It is warm today. So this is a new water wheel that the mill have installed to generate power. It was installed in 2017, so it looks like it's under a bit of refurbishment at the moment.
With this type of wheel,
so this is where the water comes in for the water wheel. So this was a nice unexpected find. Not unexpected that I didn't know it was here, because I've always known this water mill was here. But in the last 12 months they've spent a lot of money in renovating and doing it up, and it now looks fantastic. And in case you hadn't told, Amy's here with me. What did you think of the water mill?
Yeah,
It was okay. Spoken like a true teenager, even though she's only 12. It was okay. So that is our visit to the mill complete. We're going to head back to the station and get some ice cream. Yay! Just in case you were wondering why Amy suddenly magically appeared and she wasn't on the train earlier, this is actually filmed over 2 days. Didn't have time to get into Boot when I filmed about 2 weeks ago the train journey, or train journeys out and back. So me and Amy have came along in the car today to film in and around Boot and around the station. So when we do get back to the station and I do get back on the train, you'll find she's magically disappeared. Continuity doesn't matter, does it really? Never mind. That's it for filming in and around Boot and Dalegarth station. You enjoyed me back on the train, and Amy is say bye bye. Amy says bye bye. If you hang around the station long enough, you get to see loads of different trains. This is the Northern Rock, and this is the Will and Beck. I am back at Ravenglass after a lovely little trip up into Eskdale to Dalegarth station for boot. There's lots of things you can do here at Ravenglass station as well. There's a museum where you can find out all about the history of the railway, and there's a couple of other things you can see, the engineering workshops, there's a cafe, little gift shop. Good day out. But that'll do for now, and I'll see you next time.